What's up, y'all? I am Marcus, also known as Epic Name Bro, and welcome back to Demons Chat. Today, we are off to the Archstone of the Small King, a huge stone castle in the heart of the northern kingdom of Boletaria. Hungry soldiers whose souls have been stolen by demons attack trespassers, and terrible dragons nest there. And I know a lot of people are gonna argue over whether or not the dragons are dragons, or they're actually wyverns, or whatever, because of their anatomy, but I'm just going to be 100% straight. I do not care. People argue about that every playthrough. Oh, there's the... You can see the brothers there. You can see the scales that I was referring to before. Really interesting seeing the differences between the two. Although they sound exactly the same. Well, I mean, obviously. Same voice actor and whatnot. And there we saw the red quote-unquote dragon. Probably... well, I don't know. I'm wondering if the Japanese word they use there is actually Hiryu. I don't know. I wanted to answer a couple of viewer questions here as we approach the palace gates here. I'm guessing that the town is back this way. The Boletarian Palace appears to be nestled in the mountains, as you can very clearly see. And this is just the outer gate of it, and we can see the tip of the top of we can just see the tip. We can see the tip of the top of the mountain that houses Alant's castle, so to speak. And right here appears like there was some sort of fountain or something near the Archstone. I don't know. People ask about the significance of the sword with the cruciform hilt there stuck into some sort of stone. I really don't know, guys. I really don't know. It is pretty interesting stuff, but while we go through this... Ooh, they're both after me. There we go. I want to answer a couple of viewer questions. The first one being how to gesture. It's not like in Dark Souls or Dark Souls 2. So for me, it's hold down the circle button and it pulls up the menu. And for you, it may be the X button. I'm not sure. That may be another one of those things that's regional. Here's the locked gate to the execution grounds. This is a World Tendency event, and we'll talk more about World Tendency when it actually matters to us. Yeah. So that's how to gesture. I think Dude 8476 asked that question. So there. The Valiant Bob asked me a little bit about what sort of build I'm going for, because he's playing along. He wants to play a little bit farther than what we are right now, but he is wanting to know what sort of stats and stuff we're gonna go for, and I think he's wanting to just kind of go along with me, which is totally cool. So I will say that we're going to be focusing on magic, and of course we'll get some vitality and intelligence, I suppose. Yep, adds MP. So intelligence, magic, vitality will be our main stats. We probably will take some endurance here and there at some point, because I like to have enough stamina to actually do shit. You don't need it as much on a magic build, actually. So, there's that, but... Glad to see I'm on that a little bit today. And here comes another one. Ah, shit. Couldn't really see. Oh, well. Yeah, so yeah, that was the Valiant Bob. I hope that answered your question, Bob. Stay valiant, son. Stay valiant. Reminded me of Prince Valiant. I don't know if any of you guys remember that old cartoon show. Aw. Demon Souls, that actually might have been because of the height difference. Once again, in Souls games, if you have a height difference between you and your opponent, the parries can miss, or the riposte can miss. This will open up to be a shortcut. Most important item in the game, right there. I recommend sprinting here. Ah, shit. Oh well, I'm glad I got the partial parry. This is kind of a little safe spot from the archer. Hey you. Hey you. Not archer. You don't deserve the noble title of archer. You, sir, are a fucking crossbowman. Fucking crossbow guys. You guys know how I feel about that. Falling into that pit is instant death. You can see these soul remains, I guess you could say. Here, you can see that's the well down below. You can access that via the execution ground, which we'll do later on. Yeah. Another interesting viewer comment was Jokeable talked about how in a previous series I had suggested that you might actually be able to see the temple, the Nexus, the actual physical location in the intro movie. They show the castle and kind of the town below, the Jokamachi, the city below the castle of Boletaria. And there's this one kind of temple-esque building that really stands out. And I kind of thought perhaps that might be the Nexus, and he pointed that out. And once again, you know, the blacksmith says in this temple. Crest, I believe that may be the crest of Longbow Ulan, who, if you're familiar with Demon Souls lore, you'll know that the gender of Longbow Ulan is one of the great mysteries of the lore. I guess similar to Ferris in Dark Souls, although Ferris's gender is, at first it doesn't really seem to be as big a mystery, because the game straight up says it's he, but on the other hand, after what they did with Evelana in Dark Souls 2, they really are playing up the fact that fans are confused about the gender of their legendary archer heroes. So I think that's kind of a running gag, guys, from the development team as to whether or not the famous archers of the world are male or female. I think they get the rocks off on seeing us confused over that. Ah, the Mail Breaker. The Mail Breaker, totally useless to me in this game. It's useful to me in Dark Souls 1 because I use it to keep up with what new game cycle I'm on, but Dark Souls 2, not so much. Not Dark Souls 2. Demon Souls, not so much. No, 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 no. Austin Stockmaster was somebody else who had another really interesting comment. And what he mentioned was the recurring use of wax to induce blindness in the Soul series. And I didn't actually really even think about this, but Hawkeye Goff in Dark Souls, if you've got the DLC, he had his helmet, the eye holes of his helmet were filled with wax. And then here we have the Maiden in Black, who obviously has eyes occluded by wax. So I thought that was a really, really interesting thing to note. And another thing to note is the fact that the soul, in a lot of ways, seems to be tied somewhat to vision, to perception. When you lose your soul, your body still functions, but you lack clarity. So, really intriguing that the Maiden in Black, who we basically know to be an ancient demon, has her eyes occluded and maintains some sort of human qualities. Clarity, perhaps. Ha ha ha, iframes. Ow, yeah. That demon's shank, man. Lovely vista where you can see where you've come from. I point it out every time. It's amazing every time. But this time, I'm actually also going to point out that you can see that item over there to know that there is something there. Crossbow, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Yeah, but no, I thought Austin brought up that about Goth and the Maiden in Black, and I thought that was really interesting. I wonder if I can roll through this. Oh, I was way too slow. I was way too slow. Damn it. It would have looked so cool. Oh shit, and a double grass. It would have looked cool, but it didn't. Got my bastard. So yeah, in regards to the build, once again, we are going after kind of a caster build. I may skimp a little bit more on my endurance than I normally do, but as for what weapon, probably S-Stock. Probably gonna go S-Stock here. Maybe a Crescent S-Stock, I don't know. Woo! Juked ya. I want to use a phosphorescent pole, but it's just not really a weapon that's available early on in the game. So that's one thing about there are so many different types of weapons in the Souls games, but the one to me that, oh shit, that was way too early. Damn it. Ooh. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh fuck you. Woo. It's fucking ridiculous, man. I hate spear dudes in this game so much. I'm just gonna quit fucking around. Backstabs and Demon Souls. Backstabs and Demon Souls, man. There we go. And right up here is an optional enemy that's probably gonna kick my ass because I'm out of practice. But that, yeah, you don't really have to fight this guy, but Red Eye's nighttime. What do you say, fellas? Let's just do it. Would have liked to have gotten a backstab there. Here's one. Alright. We can back off. I don't think he's gonna grass just yet, so. Come on now. Now, after 2 backstabs, he's probably in grass mode, so I don't need to back off too much. But I need to get him away from the wall. Yeah, come on. Yeah. Oh shit, he recovered from that way too fast. Nice. Oh! Oh, that should have been a BS. BS, I call BS on my BS. Alright, undo it. Shit! No, no. It sucks when they back up to the wall and grass. Really not much you can... Ooh! Really not much you can do about it. Oh, one shot. I could lure him to go. I could lure him to fall off and die, but I'm not gonna. All right, I gave him a shot there. I'll just kind of speed run it back and get my souls, and then we'll continue. Let's see, Archer Pitt. He pointed out that at the very beginning of the game, it appeared like the Maiden in Black was holding a soul item when she was reviving us. Which honestly, I think that was our soul that was trickling down. A couple other people pointed out, and I can't remember who it was off the top of my head, I apologize, that it seemed like she was summoning us up from the seal that traps the old one. So I thought that was an interesting observation as well. Shit. Alright, let's go. Oh, right on me. Time for a grass. Or 2. Oh shit, no, 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 no. Oh my god. Man, I don't want to fight right there. Come here, thank you. He's gonna jump. Alright, there we go. They were giving me a lot more trouble than should have, but it's just this location. I couldn't really back roll because, yeah, cliff. Come on then. Why do I feel like the villain? I'm not the villain. Kind of want to challenge that Red Eyes again, but I don't want to have to make you guys sit through another run back. Just in case. It's one of those things, it's a lot easier to defeat an enemy like the Red Eyes if you're willing to take some risks. But I don't really want to do that when I'm doing live commentary for y'all. I mean, it's one of those things, it's very different when you're playing for yourself versus playing for an audience. Probably the #1 most difficult to get fact about playing video games on the internet. Let's see, what was some other... Oh, Dylan Riddenauer, or Riddenauer, I'm not sure which. He pointed out that while it could be true that they've trapped your soul in the Nexus, that's also something that protects you from having your soul stolen by the old one or a demon, which actually that could possibly be why your soul appears where it does. Why she seemingly summons you up from the old one's abode, his seal. Perhaps the old one was going after your soul, and that's just, ooh, shit, where it was. Gotta stay in your face. Oh, no, 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 no. Woo. There we go. Oh, man, that was it. No! Damn it. Hate it when they're in the corner like this. Oh, shit! Ah, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you! Jackass! I'm not playing anymore. No, I'm just kidding, G. We gonna play. See ya. Thank you. Alright, this is the mausoleum here. Home of the demigod, Old King Doran. If only there wasn't this apparently wooden door blocking our way. Oh well. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm still not sure about the monumental myself. They kind of did. He kind of drafted you for this war. Like it's. No, no, no. Like Moongrass. Right here is the item that we saw earlier from over there. You can see the scaffolding that we were on. And the execution grounds and the well and oh my god, all those amazing landmarks. Good stuff. One of the other things that I talked about the other day was the fact that some players choose their character to represent themselves and that other players don't. A couple of people expanded on that in the comments, and I thought it was very interesting what they had to say. Kindo said some people choose to mirror themselves, or they choose something entirely different. Like it's either going to go one way or the other. Like you want something that's just like you to represent you, or you want to be very, very different. And I thought that was a pretty good observation. And I can see if you're using it as a fantasy, as an escape, then maybe you want to be very different. Kiln, I thought, though, he had another really good comment, and one that I thought was on the money. Oh, fucking asshole. Fucking asshole. Dreglings. That fire effect, man. He broke it out into 3 types. Either you're making a character to represent yourself, or you're making a character represent your ideal, so like your ideal image of yourself. So, for example, if you think that I'm gonna bust these chains, there are corpses hanging from these. Saying this for new players, there are corpses hanging from those chains, and they have treasure on them. So you got to bust the chains if you want to get a treasure. But yeah, if you feel like, if you're a guy and you feel like men should have big, huge, buff, muscular bodies, then creating that sort of character as your ideal to represent the you that you would like to be. Or if you're a man who likes women, then you could create a female character that represents your idea of the ideals of beauty, you know? So it was a really insightful comment. I wanted to bring it up. I would have liked it if some of you guys had fallen the fuck off and died down below. Alright, watch the stamina. Watch the stamina. Attack, dude. There we go. Come on, bait. You're better than this. Watching the health. Their fire attacks. In the first place, we don't block 100% of physical damage, but in the second place, they have fire attacks, so that's getting through as well. And you're dead. When fire attacks hit these barrels with the red line on them, they explode, and of course they have weapons covered in fire. First real shortcut and the most important item in the game. And now all these enemies that I skipped want to play. Alright, you know what? Fine. Pew pew. Oh! Damned assholes. There. This is one of the corpses that fell down. It's got the jade hair ornament, a very important item. Highly recommend that you grab that. And the old ragged stuff. Something to note. For whatever reason, all corpses in Demon's Souls are male. It's just... I wouldn't go with that as part of the lore. I would say that's just kind of a technical limitation that they had. They just did not make the female corpses. And old ragged robes are female only, but it was on a male corpse. So, robe made of layers of ragged fabric. It's covered with tears, unsightly open seams, and numerous unsightly insects wriggling within it. That's doubly unsightly. No sane person would dare wear something like this. Part of the witches set. And we also got this jade hair ornament, a simple jade hair ornament. Could it belong to a poor little girl? Oh man, such feels. But the most important item in the game, the one that we're about to pick up right here, is the Cling Ring. Now, if you've played Dark Souls 2, you're going to be familiar with this concept. If you've only played Dark Souls 1, just watch my maximum HP. When I'm in soul form like I am right now, as opposed to body form, once I've died, I'm set to a roughly half of my maximum HP. And then if I revive, I can go back to full maximum HP, or I can equip this Cling Ring and have about 75-ish%. There's a couple of other factors that play a part. Specifically, your tendencies also affect it, world and character tendencies, but it's around 50% normally, around 75% if you have the Cling Ring, and then of course 100% if you are human in body form. But the Cling Ring is so valuable. I probably should have picked that up. If I had picked that up and equipped it before I fought the Red Eyes, he probably would not have one-shot me a little while ago, and I probably could have saved a lot of time. But, you know, whatever. Whatever. Couple of different ways to proceed here. You can try rolling and jumping off of this, and that's one thing you can do, or you can go this way. If you choose to go this way, you need to be careful because of all these exploding barrels, and of course these guys throw fire bombs. Very fancy. Goodbye. But there's a very valuable item over here. And I said before you can roll off here. You can't jump in Demon Souls, but you can roll off. But you actually do not have to. This is one of the very few places in the game that you can actually just push yourself up over the wall. Like, it's rare, it doesn't give you any indication when you can do it, and there's only a couple places in the game where it's actually possible, but you can just push yourself up over the wall by holding towards the wall there. And you get the Thief's Ring right here, conveniently in this little hiding place. The Thief's Ring is also another extremely good ring. Become harder for enemies to detect. It's an ancient sapphire ring. Not much lore there, kind of a missed opportunity.
That was a bold jump. A surprise indeed. Well, now that you are here, pray thee, fend off these dreglings.
Now what you're supposed to do is either use ranged attacks to take them out or jump down there and fight them all. And then he hops down and says, "Thank you for your bold rescue," in a very thankful way. But what a lot of players like to do...
What on earth are you doing?
...is let him handle it. Because he pretty much, he can handle it. He can handle these guys. You know, we'll help him out a little bit. I said we'll help him out a little bit. Woo! Damn, good job, Ostrava. Now when we get down and he says thank you, he says it in exactly the same way, but it sounds a lot more sarcastic if you ask me. I mean, he says it in exactly the same way. There's no difference, but...
My thanks for your brave rescue. I am Ostrava of Boletaria. Accept this as a token of my gratitude.
It's the way he says brave.
Now,
hey, talk to me.
no matter how far I venture, only the soul-starved remain. Is there a single sane person left in Boletaria?
Yeah, you got that. I think everybody likes to let Ostrava fight their battles for them, don't they? Or at least open the enemies up for backstabs. It's for the treasure, man. This was a very... Oh, anyway. Hey, Mr. Blue Eyes. Ooh. Took a lot of my stamina there, buddy. Goodbye. I said good day. Who the fuck are you fighting, Ostrava? Seriously, what the fuck were you doing? Scimitar. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Dude. You dumb shit. You're dumber than me, Ostrava. That's pretty bad. Dumber than E and B. Eight souls. Aw, man. What the fuck, Brenda? Okay, alright, alright, alright. Woo! Finally, I got one. And I got 6 souls for it. I couldn't remember, but actually... Oh no! I gotta quit hitting Ostrava like that, man. I'm gonna kill his ass at this rate. The overkill mechanic is, in fact, in this game. I couldn't remember if it was or not. Because kill these guys normally and we get 6 souls. If we overkill them, we get 8. So... I'll take my extra 2 souls, thank you very much. Ah, I rolled too slowly. But there's some more upgrade items for us. Well, once again, I would like to continue to encourage people. I really the insightful comments that people make and the discussions that open up from those are really what make the chat type videos much more fun for me, at least. It gives us some different things to talk about. Speaking of things to talk about, Ostrava gave us the Brass Telescope, a rare craft which uses warped glass to allow the user to see far off distances easily, or clearly. It's most likely an item from the comparatively advanced region of southern Boletaria. So that really kind of gives us the hint that Ostrava has been in southern Boletaria. And it's also pretty interesting to me that it's described as comparatively advanced. I'm guessing that's in comparison to where we are now, northern Boletaria. It's also interesting to me though, because they said that Alant created a prosperous kingdom owing to his use of the soul arts, but if it's a prosperous kingdom that uses advanced techniques of the soul arts, why is southern Boletaria more advanced? How the fuck did you notice me? You normally don't. Oh well. Goodbye. Oh no. The flailing. I'm not a huge fan of the rapier as a... Oh! I don't have to use the rapier. Or maybe I do. I may not have the dex for... Let's see, I've got 12. Ooh. Can I still roll? Yeah. Alright, great. Bam. It may not have the same crit, but I just realized that crossbow guy gives me 22 souls. That's more than expected. A single riposte is not enough to kill a blue eyes. With the scimitar, I couldn't roll fast enough. I was picking up the item. He died from fall damage. That's the best. Alright, before we proceed forward with the level, we're gonna go back over this way. There's an ambush up here that we need to trigger first. Come on down, guys. Huh, huh. Thank you. Hi, buddy. How you doing? Oh man. There, we got it. I'm always happy anytime I get a parrot on a halberd guy because it's good. It's good. Shimmy. And right in here is our merchant. who we will talk to at the beginning of the very next episode. I am Marcus, also known as EMB, and I will catch you guys next time. Later.